Hello, my name is Malika Romine, and I have thoroughly learned how to incorporate reading in the content areas. Reading is not only just for English language arts and literacy classes. Reading strategies can be included in science, social studies, and many other content-specific classes. Today, the Common Core standards make it easy for the teachers to incorporate reading elements in their teaching without taking away from their instruction time. The 3 things that I will review in this PowerPoint will include building prior knowledge, taken from Chapter 5 of Teaching Through Text, Reading and Writing in the Content Areas, written by Michael McKenna and Richard Robinson. Technical vocabulary will be discussed next. All the information will be related to the YouTube video of Dr. Mary Curtis's view on vocabulary and how to meet the needs of students who are considered at risk. The challenge of content area reading, a conversation with Donna Ogle, will conclude this PowerPoint presentation. Did you understand all of these riddles? What made it easy? Did you understand the context? Did you understand the terms such as face and hands? The next slide will give more information on how to activate students' prior knowledge. It is important to understand the students and not to automatically assume they understand what the author is saying. Teachers need to understand that behind-the-scenes work should be done before presenting reading material to students. Is the context inconsiderate? This means the text provides little to no background knowledge at all and assumes the reader understands the material. A considerate text will help keep in mind that this might be the first time a reader is exposed to the content and provide definitions of terms and illustrations in the text. It is always good when doing a review to incorporate information previously learned. This will help make the lesson harmonious and less fragmented. The students will be able to connect with what they learned in the past to what they are learning currently. Quotes and questions can be great. It is always good when doing a review to incorporate information previously learned. This will help make the lesson harmonious and less fragmented. The students will be able to connect with what I love graphic organizers. Teaching and modeling graphic organizers will help teachers know how exactly they should teach their students. The KWL charts help the students take responsibility for their learning as they fill out the what I want to know part of the graph and relate it to what I learned. The anticipation guide can help the teacher and students identify their misconceptions on a certain topic or how their perception changed after reading a particular article or essay. All of these vocabulary terms are content-specific words that would most likely only be found in an earth science textbook. The picture on this slide is called a word splash. It is a fun way for teachers to see if the students can define any of the terms before reviewing them with the class. When teaching vocabulary, it is important to understand that there are 3 types of vocabulary words. Tier 1 words are everyday vocabulary terms that we don't need to reteach. For example, you wouldn't need to teach a group of 3rd graders what alphabet, add, or subtract mean. Tier 2 words are general academic words, meaning students should understand these terms across the curriculum. Tier 2 words should be our primary focus for instruction. For example, you would want your upper elementary, middle school, and high school students to understand the meaning of words such as analyze and hypothesize. Tier 3 words are considered domain-specific words or content words. Words such as isotope, peninsula, and inauguration would be considered these types of words. Teachers will most likely need to include some pre-teaching and background information for students when teaching domain or content-specific words. Dr. Mary Beth Curtis has made the connection that some students who are considered at risk are strugglers in reading because they don't understand or comprehend the vocabulary used within the text. Vocabulary instruction must be explicit with multiple opportunities presented and various contexts to use the word. I'd like to think that this teacher is contemplating how to meet the challenge of incorporating reading and writing in the content area. She looks frustrated, overwhelmed, and downright upset. In this article, The Challenge of Content Area Reading, a conversation with Donna Ogle, a past International Reading Association president, discusses the challenges with reading and writing at the secondary level through an interview with Marcia DiArcangelo. Donna says it's an unusual teacher who comes into secondary education wanting to teach students how to learn. It is important to teach learners how to learn and for school districts to implement successful reading programs. Ogle presents the issues with content area reading, strategies teachers can incorporate. What can teachers do differently? Often teachers find that they don't have time to teach both content and reading strategies. The teacher should utilize the resources and methods to see what is working. In order to improve students' achievement scores, Ogle suggests the school adopt a research-based reading program. She correlates putting a reading program into place the same way a reader should interact with a text before reading, during reading, and after reading it. Before implementing a reading program, a school district must assess the reading program that is already in place. What is working? What programs are other schools using? Goals will be set and a program will be selected based on students' needs. During the implementation and commitment phase, there needs to be a team leader who can provide professional development to the teachers and staff. Data will be collected and how it relates to each content discipline. Communication among the administration and staff is vital during this phase of implementation. The after phase of implementation, the team should reflect and discuss the effectiveness of the reading programs. This will be an ongoing process. Secondary teachers need to teach their students how to learn and study by incorporating learning strategies before, during, and after instruction. Ogle gives multiple strategies for teachers to incorporate in the classroom. Teachers should start observing and diagnosing the needs of the students. The teacher should encourage the students to take an active approach to reading by taking notes, drawing pictures, and using graphic organizers to name a few. More are presented on this current slide. This master's level reading course has taught me so much. I only highlighted bits and pieces of this course. Prior knowledge, content vocabulary, and current day challenges of teaching reading in the content areas are where This master's level reading course has taught me so much. I only highlighted bits and pieces of this course. Prior knowledge, content vocabulary, and current day challenges of reading